Hey everyone, and welcome. So, if you've been seeing the letters ESG popping up just about everywhere, you are definitely not alone. It stands for Environmental, Social, and Governance. And trust me, it's way more than just a buzzword. It's a massive shift in how the world does business, and that shift is creating an incredible demand for people with the right skills. So, let's jump in and figure out how you can find your spot in this booming field.
And that brings us to the big question, right? Is ESG your next career move? Maybe you're looking to completely change fields, or maybe you just want to add a super valuable new skill to your resume. Or hey, maybe you just want your job to align more with your personal values. Whatever the reason, our goal here is to give you the info you need to answer that question for yourself. So here's our game plan. We'll start by quickly breaking down what ESG really means, just to make sure we're all on the same page. Then we're diving straight into the certifications. We'll look at the global gold standards, then focus on some premier programs right here in India, and even cover some really accessible online options to get you started. And finally, we'll put them all side by side to help you figure out which path is the perfect fit for you.
Okay, before we get into the courses, let's get back to basics for just a minute. To really succeed in this field, you've got to know its core components inside and out. So what are we actually talking about when we say ESG and G? Let's break it down.
It really boils down to three main pillars. E is for environmental, which is all about a company's impact on the planet. Things like its carbon footprint or how it manages waste. S is for social, and that's all about people, how a company treats its employees, its customers, and the communities it operates in. And finally, G is for governance. This is the behind-the-scenes stuff, how the company is actually run, its leadership, and how transparent it is. Understanding how these three connect is really the key to everything in ESG. All right, with that foundation set, let's get to the good stuff, the certifications. We're going to start at the top with the global gold standards. These are the credentials that are recognized by employers literally all over the world. So if you're thinking about a career that could take you anywhere, you'll want to pay close attention to these. First up, we have the Certificate in ESG Investing from the CFA Institute. Now, if you know anything about finance, you know the CFA name is an absolute heavyweight. This certification has quickly become the go-to, the benchmark for any investment professional who's serious about ESG. So, the cost comes in at around 72,000 rupees. And yeah, that's a serious investment, but it really reflects the depth of the program and, honestly, the power of the CFA brand. Having this on your resume tells employers you are deeply committed. You're looking at about 130 hours of study to get it done. But the great thing is, it's a self-paced program. That means you have the flexibility to fit all that learning around your current job and life schedule. All right, next on our list of global heavy hitters is from the Global Reporting Initiative, or GRI. Think about it. If ESG is all about what companies claim to be doing, reporting is how they prove it. This certification basically makes you an expert in that supercritical process. This one costs around 45,000 rupees. And that price really reflects its very specialized focus. As companies face more and more pressure to be transparent, having an expert in reporting on the team is becoming non-negotiable.
And here's the best part. It's incredibly efficient. You can complete the whole program in under 25 hours. That makes it a fantastic way to quickly bolt on a very specific, high-demand skill to your profile.
Okay, let's bring our focus a little closer to home now and talk about programs from some of India's most respected institutions. A certification from one of these places carries some serious weight in the Indian corporate world. Our first stop is the Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs, also known as IICA. They offer a really comprehensive ESG certification program that's designed to give you deep, practical knowledge that's tailored for professionals right here in India. The program fee is 65,000 rupees plus GST. For that investment, you're getting a credential from an institution that's backed by the government and has deep ties to the Indian corporate policy landscape. That's a huge plus. And check out the format. It's tailor-made for people who are already working. The whole thing runs for 3 months, but the classes are on weekends, so you can seriously level up your career without having to put it on pause. Next up, we have a name that really needs no introduction: IIM Bangalore. Let's be honest, having an ESG and sustainability program from an IIM on your resume, that's a powerful statement. It signals a whole different level of strategic thinking. Now, this is what really makes this one stand out: the price. The fee is just 10,000 to 15,000 rupees. I mean, getting a credential in a hot field like this from a top-tier IIM for that price is, well, it's pretty amazing. It makes it so much more achievable. And the time commitment is totally manageable too. In just 6 to 8 weeks, you can finish the program and add that incredibly prestigious IIM Bangalore brand to your professional toolkit. But what if you're just starting out? Or maybe you just want a quick, low-cost way to kind of dip your toe in the water and see if ESG is for you. Well, this next category is exactly what you're looking for. These are some fantastic, accessible online courses that are the perfect entry point. So here we have another certificate in ESG investing, this time offered by the NSC Academy and Algology working together. This one is specifically built for beginners, especially if you're working in or maybe just starting out in the financial sector. And just look at that price point. At only 5,900 rupees, it is hands down one of the most affordable ways to get a formal ESG certification. And it's backed by the credibility of the National Stock Exchange Academy. That's a fantastic combination. And get this, the time commitment is tiny. You can knock out this entire course in just 2 weeks. It's really the perfect low-risk way to get that foundational knowledge and decide if you want to dive in deeper. Okay, wow, we have covered a ton of ground. We've looked at global certifications, premier Indian programs, and some great online courses. So now, for the most important part, let's put it all together, side by side, to make your decision super clear. This chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? Up at the top, you have the heavy hitters like CFA and IMICA. They demand a bigger investment in time and money, but they give you maximum prestige. Then you have something specialized like GRI, which is a fast track to a very specific skill. And down at the bottom, options from IIM Bangalore, NSC Academy, and even Coursera offer these incredible, low-cost, low-commitment ways to get into the field. The best choice really depends on where you are in your career, what your goals are, and of course, your budget. So here's the bottom line. Breaking into a meaningful career in ESG is more possible today than it has ever been. From those really deep, comprehensive global programs to quick and flexible online courses, there is an option that fits your ambition. Your future in this exciting field literally starts with the choice you make right now. The only question left is, which path will you take?